Pokemon Go is a free-to-play location-based reality mobile game developed by Niantic for iOS and Android devices. It was released in most regions of the world on the 6th of July 2016. Since then, the game has gone completely viral, with 9.5 million daily users. With this much attention, the game has inevitably been subject to conspiracy theories and been responsible for some pretty gruesome horror stories. The CIA are using it as a way to gather photo-based intelligence. Pokemon Go was created by Niantic Inc., which was founded by Keyhole Inc. founder John Hankey. Keyhole Inc. was funded by Sony and Nvidia, along with a large chunk of money coming from the CIA's venture capital firm In-Q-Tel, with In-Q-Tel receiving the majority of its funding from the National Geospatial Agency. The NGA's primary focus is mapping geospatial intelligence. Geospatial intelligence is intelligence about human activity on Earth, derived from the exploitation and analysis of imagery and geospatial information that describes, assesses, and visually depicts physical features and geographical reference activities on the Earth. So it is thought by many that Pokemon Go is basically a front used by the CIA for geospatial intelligence gathering. If they need pictures for a specific area updated, they don't have to send any agents or employees. They just spawn a rare Pokemon and someone using the app will take some pictures for them. If you think about it, it does make a lot of sense and the evidence is there. The company that created Pokemon Go was founded by the owner of a company that has links to the CIA's venture capital firm, which is funded by the National Geospatial Agency, whose primary purpose is to gather intelligence on human activity and to analyse geographical activities on Earth. What do you think? Shayla Wiggins. 19-year-old Shayla Wiggins from Wyoming was out playing Pokemon Go when she was told to find a Pokemon in a natural water source. This led her to walk to the nearby Wyoming River. She said she'd jumped over a fence to get to the Pokemon shown on her map. While she was walking along the shore towards the Wyoming Highway 789 bridge, she found much more than she had expected when she came across the body of a man floating face down in the river. The local police department says that there doesn't appear to be any foul play involved. In a statement, they said that the death appears to be accidental and possibly that of a drowning. Evidence located at the scene has led investigators to believe that the man went into the water at the location he was found. Pokemon Go was timely released to get people away from the news. Maybe it is just a coincidence that the rise of Pokemon Go has happened at the same exact time as the recent horrific events that have taken place around the United States regarding police brutality, racial injustice and racism in general, as well as multiple terrorist attacks in Europe, the migrant crisis, and the recently attempted military coup in Turkey. This has led many people to believe that the release of Pokemon Go is a method of distraction aimed to prevent people from partaking in protests and riots, as well as viewing general news coverage surrounding the tragic events. Gerson Lopez de Leon. Yesterday, Gerson Lopez de Leon, who was 18, was ambushed and killed after being shot while he played Pokemon Go with his cousin. It is still unclear why these two were attacked. Police have speculated that it may have been that the attackers found the teenagers using the app itself, which has location features that makes it possible to encourage people to go to specific areas or to locate other players. The two were searching for Pokemon on a street in Chuquimula, 120 miles from Guatemala City. Police found almost 20 bullet casings at the scene of the murder and are now looking for occupants of a van that was seen driving from the scene. The death appears to be the first one related to the Pokemon Go game, though there is no suggestion that it actually had any responsibility for what happened. The data usage conspiracy. Common feedback from Pokemon Go players is that the game is eating up all of their data. Therefore, more than a handful of gamers out there believe that mobile carriers have something to do with this data-devouring Pokemon Go game. It is believed that carriers such as AT&T have been involved with the creation of the game in order to make players use as much data as possible, which in turn would make the company more money. If this is the case, I'm sure it has worked with 9.5 million daily users. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to keep up to date with our weekly videos. See you next time.